Is focus. Lala Jinjal has a mind to introduce you to the sage's armaments. Let's go. Désolé, Starix, si tu voulais pas te faire spoiler par les job quests. Ouais, quoi. Quel niveau t'étais rendu finalement? 83 ton sage? Fait que tu as déjà tout fini ces job quests là? J'imagine. Ça monte jusqu'à 15h20. Ok, c'est bon. Good. Ah, I see. The crystal has imparted to you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent. You're ready to embark on your training, and naturally it begins with the armaments, a set of short staves known as knowlits. Knowlits trace their roots to healers of Held who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as Adder Stones. These stones, which harbor spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing, create an aethery confluence through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, knowlits gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. Parce que là, j'étais... Ouais, ça va être niveau 90, débloqué par pour Endwalker, c'est sûr. In practice, the sage wields knowledge as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even the stadium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. Il y a quelques mois qu'on a Endwalker est sorti. Il y a déjà des maîtres sages. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. Aha! Okay, I see. With its knowledge, the technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand with the knowledge at once, I have just received promising intelligence from command. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Idleshire and the Dravanian hinterlands. Let's make our way there at once. Ouais, je pense qu'Alifino aussi a eu accès à un cristal, un soul crystal. Exact. Ah oui, je me souviens, j'avais fait un petit bout de la quête niveau 70 sur mon alt. Donc j'ai une petite idée d'où est-ce qu'on s'en va. This is Littleshire. Gales do not do the place justice. Really impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. Ouais, je sais pas, je suis pas sûr qu'il était fâché contre son père. Il peut-être comprenait peut-être pas pourquoi il était aussi têtu que ça, mais... Ouais, je sais pas. Possible. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitives have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the towns south, if you could tend to the north. quand il a reçu les trucs de sage, on venait juste de ne pas se faire kicker par le vote. Proche de ça. Is there anyone suspicious? Help! Somebody! Please, I need help! Did you hear that? That man is in trouble. Professor Note Sage. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Ça marche, c'est nice. Stop this at once. Sage's barrier? Loifa. Too many hires and here's we'd best leave. Don't know who you are, and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You've been warned. And teleporting. Wait! He doesn't party. He's on a free teleport. Aiding. Thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Permit me to introduce myself. Valdonian of Charlayan, at your service. Truly? I am Charlayan too, a recent graduate of the stadium, in fact. Will you mind telling us what happened? Oh, that alumna should come to my rescue. Talyak watches over his home. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me, without warning or provocation. See, what is your business, if you do not mind my asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I am a sage, you see, and I travel the realm providing treatment gratis to those who can't afford it. Sage besides! Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Viera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I had never so much as laid eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's art for heal, then their destination is like to be Saint Moshian's Arboretum. The Arboretum? What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlayan. But that which can no longer be found in Borderland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see, that does stand to reason, I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. You two are a sage, yet you do not appear to be Charlayan. How did you come by your soul crystal? The good people of Physis Technon had entrusted the crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance in Yuka's presence, I in turn entrusted it to her. Then you were chosen to enter it. Is aught amiss, Master Faldrina? No, it's nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reticent nation, after all, our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlayan behind, as the great Master Louisois once did. And though I would never dare equate myself to him, I too believe it my duty to alleviate suffering in the world. But that's what brought you to Arzia. You are a noble soul, Master Faldrine, and I commend your resolve. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavor to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. Right. Let's see. Let us head to Saint Moshian's Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitives, I had considered that they might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Kubal Library, but Master Faldrin presents a compelling theory. And for an all but proven theory of my own, our query have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I had suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any greater insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul crystal for Hill is unforgivable, and will not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Right to the Arboretum. Mission aside, I dare say it will be an ideal place for your training. Oh, let's go. Ouais, non, pour répondre à ton commentaire de tantôt, Léamon, on a beau être en course encore, là, on est très loin derrière les premiers. Ceux qui sont plus avancés. Ça nous prend autant de temps à passer une mécanique, là, on n'est pas près de les rejoindre. C'est plus une cible de Zelda que j'aurais dû faire. Pratiquer pour le match du dimanche. Ils font des journées complètes depuis que c'est sorti mardi ou presque. On va faire des bons 12 heures de raid à essayer de figurer comment ça fonctionne, les trucs. By the scholar, so this is Saint Moshian's Arboretum. From the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. Non, ça va aller. De toute façon, j'aurai pas le temps de la jouer avant dimanche. À moins que je. Non. Samedi soir, faut que je me couche tôt. falloir que j'arrête le stream pas mal tout de suite après le raid. Je sais même pour être certain de me lever à temps pour mon match le matin. À 10 ou 16 heures. It interests you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominion. Why, it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within. I should like to spend a day studying them, field guided and... Forgive me, this isn't a field trip but a mission. Objective is to find the fugitives. Failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations. A spot of practice with your spells will not go astray. And then we shall venture in. Boom. I know. C'est monté 89 quand même. Venture Fort. Let's go. Damn. Our assumption is correct. The fugitives have come and may still be here. Keep your eyes peeled and your guard up. Dolls are home to dangerous creatures. I will draw their attention, that you may focus on applying your techniques. So shall we practice some somanotical fundamentals? Begin with cast Guardian on me. The spell will establish a magical link between us. Fed. The residual ether of your attacks will be channeled onto me, healing my wounds as you deal damage to our foes. Yay! Yes, just so. Let us continue on. Je casse un shield, prochain coup. Sizable feed ahead. I believe this calls for a barrier. This time, augment your spells using Acrasia. Cast Acrasian Diagnosis on me. Et là, this will bestow a barrier on me that provides both protection and healing. Ah ouais, perdre. Excellent. Now we may proceed with confidence. Let's go. Nothing of note here. Let us head deeper into the Arboretum. Head. Watch my back. Impressive to see how well you wield your knowledge. One will not think you a novice. Parce que j'ai un petit peu d'expérience avec. The Studious. No fiends here, but this might be. Some manner of plant seems to have been harvested here. I can't identify it by the remaining parts, however. There may be other clues nearby. We shall investigate further. Flurries of tiny bubbles break the water's surface at regular intervals. Some manner of creature hiding under the lily pad, perhaps. Impression on the edge of the lily pad suggests someone knelt here, perhaps to draw water. Both are the same plant taken. What could it possibly be? Resting at the bottom of the pool is an animal carcass overgrown with plant life. Perhaps it fell in while foraging for food. Fine scorch marks are evidence of dead leafage, reminiscent of those left by sage magics. Traces of ice. Someone recently fought here. A proficient wielder of magic. Never black mage on our group too. Fugitives may be close. Be on your guard. Ready. Stop! Fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. All the weapons to bear against us. No matter. I warned you once, and I won't warn you again. It's battle time. I've got this. Stand back. Very well. Let's finish them quickly. So that's enough. You mustn't lose your temper. It's that if it wasn't for that sage. Ça l'affecte moi-même. Si je target un ennemi que je ne peux pas healer. I subdue Loaf? Yeah, first. Okay. Damn you! Holy. Well, well. Oifa, no! It's over. Lay down your arms, and I promise you won't come to further harm. Ça s'est passé mieux que la première fois. Ouais, si tu veux, il est... Celui que le mob attaque, il faut que tu changes de target. Là, il fait « We don't have time for this ». Hein, faire comme un Highwick. J'ai mon tableau pas très loin derrière moi. You held your own against the Enhanced. But hi, that's enough for sport for now. The mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again. Oopsie. Oh. Clues. What's this? The pouch they dropped contained a plant. What they came for. Shouldn't doubt. This some manner of herb, but none I've seen in the course of my studies. And as I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. Though much of its contents are magically obfuscated, I could make out some somanotical terms, so we may assume it belonged to a sage. Continue our pursuit. I will work on lifting the enchantment. When you have a moment, please feel free to peruse the contents in Littleshire. On that note, let us head back to the settlement. Sure, let's go back. Ouais, je pense pas que j'aurai le temps de faire les rôles quoi ce soir. Je pense que je vais tomber endormi à bien avant. Quand même essayer de faire les job quests au moins, mais... We have a siege. Entries 1 to 2. Young child was brought in so to be suffering so. If anyone can save her, it's we sages of Isis Technon. And save her we will. Though it took many days and repeated we have managed to sterilize our most recent patient. We adapted the Eucrasia spell as my clever husband proposed, and it worked wonders. Brilliance truly belies his youth. Despite being 50 years my junior, he has already achieved so much. But oh no. I've dispatched the plan to Charlene for the identification. When we learn what it is, I believe we will gain insight into the villain's objective. Now tell me, Hikaru, have you been practicing with the knowledge while I wasn't looking? It has, because, even with the crystal's knowledge, demonstrated a remarkable proficiency. Regardless, displaying you have a gift for the heart. Sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I cannot help but wonder, if the sage's heart was created for the betterment of mankind, why, then, does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? And the fugitives? What could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy, as Master Louisois and Master Faldorin have? But I'm amused to no avail. It will be a while before we hear back regarding the plan. When we do, please take the opportunity to continue owning your skills. And Sora, thank you for the follow. Merci pour le follow. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. Through the story. 73. Ah, j'en ai encore 4 autres quêtes à faire. Hands of Despair. Lala Jinjal is eager to share things from the Shalian motherland. Wonderful timing, Yukaze. You did not see that I haven't left, did you? Remember that mystery plant I sent to Shalian for analysis? I received the results not long ago. Vraiment été vite, les analyses. It was muskmalloy, a herb that possesses potent aether fortifying properties. Owing to its effect, its cultivation was outlawed some years ago. Pas mal rapide. This most certainly why the fugitives came to where I was here. Unable to obtain the herb in Chilean, they decided to procure it from the Arboretum. They likely intend to use it in conjunction with the soul crystal to further enhance themselves. Though their motives are still a mystery, the fact remains that they have already caused harm and will continue to do so until they are brought to justice. Now, as they fail to obtain muskmalloy here, they will need to look elsewhere. I'm pleased to say that my informer has helped me to identify an apothecary who deals in the herb, and whom I suspect our query will seek out. Trop facile. This individual is a resident of Lost Hope in central Tendon. That is where we shall next take ourselves. Mark my words, they won't escape this time. Suffer them to misuse the sage's noble heart no longer. Much less that with that soul crystal. GG! If we are to catch the fugitives, we had best. That said, we shall take a moment to regroup and prepare at Black Brush Station before heading on to Lost Hope. Allons, allons. Black Brush Station. Good gods, such a dry and dusty place it is. What I wouldn't give for a bat right now. Well, how long have you been here? I mean, this well in your hair. already replenished my supplies, so if you are ready, we may begin looking for the apothecary at once. A Iran woman whose special tattoo shall mark her out. Oh no. Je pense que j'ai manqué de batterie. Ah oui, ouais. Quand quand t'as pas toutes tes habiletés, c'est un peu bizarre. Okay. Fugitives are like to be searching for her too. Must find her before they... That woman yonder fits the description. Something appears to be amiss. Let us investigate. A vu quelqu'un que j'ai pas vu? Oh boy. What? Help me, please! What ails you, madam? Was dealing with a customer when a group of bandits attacked us. I managed to flee, but he's still at their mercy. Worry not, we'll help you. Pray lead the way. Hey, thank you. It could only be them. Oopa. Ben, des fois, tu peux le tanker exactement où est-ce qu'il se trouve. Mais c'est sûr que... Plus que tu as de pratique, plus que tu reconnais les mécaniques, plus que tu sais qu'est-ce qui s'en vient next, donc plus que tu peux t'adapter et te positionner. Jump au 30 secondes, cette affaire. Ouais, ouais. They're over there. Are they now? It's sending them. But wait, is that Master Falrina again? What? Ils l'ont retrouvé. Hello, we're back. It's over, villains. Lay down your arms, or else. Or else what? I shall cut you down. Answer me one thing. What is this all for? Why go to such lengths to enforcing everything you had to obtain power? And why wield such power against good, well-meaning souls? Good? Well-meaning? You know nothing about us. Nothing. You're just fools who believe everything you've been fed. I'm beginning to regret sparing you. Do you feel it? The weight of the sacred duty. Strive for the betterment of mankind and stand as a beacon of hope. To play with people's lives. Do you feel it? The weight of the sin? On dirait que je suis un healer quand même. J'ai monté 3 autres jobs de 90. You will speak of sin? To do not when a life might be saved. That is the greatest sin. Every day, unfortunate souls die without reason, at fate's whim. It is the sage's duty to fight this injustice by whatever means he may. If you understand this, then it is not too late for you. You may yet make something of your lives. Pas sûr que c'était une bonne façon. Shut your mouth! Ouais, c'était pas la meilleure des façons de le calmer. If you're determined to protect that wretch, then I will consider you complicit. Wait, I know you. Wow, look about the fire sim. Rather too close to the settlement for comfort. I fear for the civilians. They wouldn't stand a chance against such a fiend, as they will well know. You bastard! No, don't let them provoke you. Uh-oh. Honey. Stay with me. Listen to my voice. Must lure the beast elsewhere than tend to it, Yukaze. Will you mind assisting me? Go, I have the situation here in hand. Nombre de fois que tu sors tes armes pour ne rien faire avec. Commence à donner assez impressionnant. Merci. I guess. Balderine. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Well fought. I dare say you're a bone sage. Fascinating. But come, we shall return to the others. The villains may not remain stricken for long. Will they be alright? Oh dear, it seems they are still under the weather. Their condition is unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and apprehend them. The symptom. Hold on, I'm getting us out of here. We're fine. Oof, Oifa. No, you're not, and you know it. It's the enhancement, isn't it? I know something of the procedure, or of its potency, and the harm it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporal aid a living being can abhor. Arbor. As we grow up, it waxes. As we go old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, if allowed to function in the natural fashion. But complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies that hater. As a rogue, healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. Man used an unproven procedure on countless souls, of forbidden procedure, known only to a select few sages. And though he succeeded in a few instances, those subjects suffered from debilitating side effects. Those rumors were denounced by the forum as baseless. Yet, you'll believe anything they tell you, won't you? Like fools. What? Can you stand? Wait, please. It's really you, isn't it? Mahode and Sel. Yes. Yes, it is. My children. Oh, how you've grown. Ain't the 12-year liar. Patrz, free teleports così. Samo tutto. Mahode and Sel. I had the perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives to complete my mission, but I couldn't. She's too kind. Seems you know them, the ones called Maho and Ansel. Of course, they're my adopted children. They were orphaned at a young age, and I took them in and raised them as my own. Though none of us were related by blood, we became as close as a family as any. Ours was a quiet, comfortable life, but then one day Maho fell sick. She had a raging fever and grew weaker with every passing moment. Aderspern, the illness is called. I've read about it. A rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw ether from food. There is no known cure, only palliative care. Our troubles didn't end there. Even as we were struggling to look after Maho, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister and was badly hurt. Chirurgeon said that he will be bedridden for the rest of his days. I didn't know what to do. Without the corn to care for them, my mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain. Spare us all. It was in that state that he found me. Kindly traveler. A healer? Yes, he offered to help Maho and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give. But he also said that their condition demanded special care and facilities. It will take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation. So we left with my children. It was hard not knowing what became of them. Wondering if I had made the right choice. But I clung to the hope that one day we will be reunited. And we were. Oh, to finally see them again is... I haven't the words for it. It matters not that they've changed. The healer. What was his name? Gil Divine, he called himself. Healer of some renown in his native Charlian, I believe. Truly touching tale. Where there is life, there is hope. Will you not agree? Now then, if I am no longer needed here, I shall return to making my rounds. Oh, Superboy 3. Till next time, my aspiring sage. Oh, c'est louche par exemple. Very suspicious. I didn't have the chance. I I believe the danger is past, but for good measure, I will ask the Immortal Flames to keep an eye on the area. We're in your debt. Now, if you do not mind telling me, was this your first time meeting Master Feldrine? Oh no, he's a regular of mine, introduced as by an acquaintance. And when he comes, he always takes a moment to treat those who are unwell. You have so many kindly healers. Charlayan must be a wonderful place indeed. Who is this acquaintance of yours, if I may ask? A merchant in Elport. Master Feldrine buys alchemical ingredients from him. Rare items sourced directly from Terraner. I see. Out of curiosity, what did Master Feldrine buy from you this time? Oh, just the usual. A few sprigs of muskmalloy. He was actually the one who told me where to get the herb. Says it's used to treat certain serious illnesses. What? Well, if you'll excuse me, I must be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return. And I must work hard if I am to give us better lives. Let us return to Idleshire for now. Recent events have given me much to ponder. Est-ce que ça va faire typique anime, où est-ce que ceux qu'on se bat contre vont devenir nos alliés, puis ceux qui sont quoi nos alliés vont devenir nos ennemis à la fin? Un revirement de situation totalement non, totalement attendu. Because, ashamed though I am to admit this, I am no longer certain of the truth. Wasn't Loifa and his accomplices who sought Muskmalloy, but Master Feldrine? No, what the fugitives want is Master Feldrine himself. Clearly, they bear a grievance against him. Those despicable rumors are true, and one of ours was actually. But the forum was adamant in their denial, and they surely wouldn't. Ah, my mind is running amok. Forgive me, but I need a moment to rein in my thoughts. Sure. Child was taken. Turn for the worse. Her corporal leader wanes at an alarming rate. She cannot keep her foot down, having vomited all she has been given. Though we are able to keep her with us, it is not but a stopgap measure. I reviewed past cases and all existing literature, but found no effective treatment. Yet there must be something we can do. Something that no one has yet thought to try. Muskmalloy may be the answer. We, Fiera, have used this medicinal herb since ancient times. Though potentially poisonous, through refinement, we should be able to suppress the adverse effects. A poisoned gift. Vision as it stands. Yukiaze, pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I will review the situation as it stands. We have been laboring under the assumption that Luifa and his companions had come to Orzea to further enhance themselves in their pursuit of forbidden power. That end, they seek to procure Muskmalloy, which they will use in conjunction with the stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the Muskmalloy that they wanted. No, what they wanted was the man who wanted it. Master Feldrine. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their quarry's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory, at any rate. What do you make of all this? Loifa's a madman, and a fool besides. Yeah, Loifa and his companions aren't criminals, they're the victims. So you think so too? There's something else, Yukari. The rumors I mentioned of a Charlatan healer who conduct ANS procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation. Have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed that there appears to be some truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal this operation. Thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained, but we have a suspect. Sage who disappeared from Shalyan shortly before our fugitives first appeared. Sage by the name of Gildivane. Yes, same Gildivane who took Maho and Nansel into his care, I expect. If they were victims of his experiments, then they will have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let us proceed on this assumption. To have the truth from the man at this art of recent incidents, Falrine. Now, according to the apothecary, it was a merchant in Alport who introduced them. If we find this merchant, we may also find Falrine, the Vilbrand. Dim sum minsan we go. Minuit déjà. This is Ailport, one of Vilbrand's foremost trading hubs. How I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. We must try to find this merchant before Ferdinand does. As I recall, the man deals in Tavernarian wares. Let us begin by... Healer! Send for a healer! You're a healer? Good. We've got us some badly hurt folk just outside. Attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? Might be as whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm going to raise the alarm. Ok. Quelqu'un qui veut pas qu'on pose des questions? What? Uh-oh. What the heck happened? Faut qu'il se fasse battre de même. What in the world happened? Too late to help the merchant. With Loifa, you can still save him. Yet our earlier speculation was simply that, speculation. We did not know for certain what he and his companions seek to accomplish. What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlayan. They are murderers. I know it is not my place to pass judgment, but... took her from me. My mother. was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Pour peut-être de maillot him. Ouais. Je peux rien nous dire s'il est mort. Bon, c'est plus sûr que le fait qu'il m'a protégé. Là. Yes, yes. We cannot have justice without the truth. My mother and all others we have suffered, not least of all. Forgive me my indecision, Akazi. Please, render life at your aid. Je l'aurais fait même si tu me l'as pas demandé, mais je sais pas si le jeu aurait été d'accord. Use diagnosis. Ugh. Are you alright? Oh, and Ansel. Where are they? They were not here when we arrived, only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Yukaze was able to save you. Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you? Gildivane, who else? That bastard is still out there because of you. Now. So it is as we said, suspected. Valdrina is Gildivane. Finally ready to accept it, are you? He can change his face and his name, but there's no changing the monster he is. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing, who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were indeed the steps subjects. I'm sorry. Had I known, save your apology. Won't bring Maho and Ansel back. When you confronted Gildivane, they shielded me from his magic. He must have taken them. I couldn't do anything. For all the power and the sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. What are you talking about? I was born with a disease of the lungs. As I grew, so too did it worsen, until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildivane appeared before us, for me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlene, you could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I had never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel. But my master was overjoyed, and seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live. For him, for me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildivane subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my ether. I wasn't the only one. There were others, so many others. But one after another they disappeared, until only a few of us remained. They who survived had been more than cured. He'd been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man, could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildivane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Bao and Ansel. If this life is my reward for all the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead. Whatever life you have is still life, and you owe it to the others to make the most of it. Ah ouais, Ansel, do you need? Can't give up now. Ouais, je comprends pas trop le sens de... C'est de passer aux autres, là. Je suis sûr qu'il veut les sauver quand même. Help me. Please. I want to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help. Please. I should have listened. Should have been willing to question what I was. No, because I wasn't. Gildevain went to the trouble of taking Moe and Ansel. It can only mean one thing. It means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to find it and save them. Wait, even if we manage to ascertain Gildevain's whereabouts, the fact remains that the three of you together couldn't overpower him. We cannot expect to fare much better. No likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. If we are to confront him, we must have a full proof plan. Do you not agree, Kaze? Me alone should be enough. Maybe? Oh, very well. Now I ask that you return to Riddleshire. I will join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets of the Yellow Jackets on the situation. Riddleshire. Bon, 75, il en reste 2 autres quêtes à faire. Si je prends autant de temps à lire tout ce qui se passe, ça me reste de prendre un bon 46 minutes encore. Bon, je commence, je vais le finir. Save. Ils sont pas mal tout de même. Greetings from Command, Newcastle. They have confirmed that Gildevain used Musk Malloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Falrine. If ever there was any doubt it was a false identity, there is none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you. We didn't know who to trust. Even if you had attempted to convince me, I doubt I will have listened. I saw what I wanted to see, believed what I needed to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did to her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you. She was a healer. So crystal you took, it was hers. Then the woman that day was her mother? Gildevain had already fled Charley, and we were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us, another sage at Fizzesteknon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation. But her companion flew into a frenzy and couldn't stop him. Tried to save her. Gods know I did, but with the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand. Forgive me. There is enough to forgive. She did what she always had done. She did what she had always done, and what she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it will doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you at that moment. It is my hope that you will carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all lives. The future of all lives. I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildevain. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills, the better to be prepared for when we face him. The Muskmallow has arrived. As expected, it is highly effective in strengthening one's heater, but so too does its poison. So too does it poison. We must find a way to separate its beneficial constituents, else it cannot be administered for any extended period. We administered a diluted extract of Muskmallow after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated. It took several people to subdue her. We can no longer dismiss the inherent risk of the treatment. We must submit a report to the study on the dangers of Muskmallow ere someone else repeats our mistake. The pain has returned worse than before. This disease eats away at me, and I fear I do not have much time left. Yet there is still so much to do. So very much. Pledge of Hope. Lala is eager to share tidings from command with you. Yukikaze. You will be pleased to hear that in response to my latest report, my superiors have decided to spare no resources in the hunt of Gildevain. A remarkable change of policy given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. But in any event, with their assistance, it is only a matter of time before we find our men. While we await developments, I ask that you continue honing your skills, the better to contend with Gildevain when the time comes. I can't stand to be idle. I will join you. You're not adverse? No, not at all. We will welcome it, in fact. Yukaze can go no further with my limited knowledge. She will benefit from your guidance, and I dare say you stand to gain from the experience as well. As to how you might train, we're suggesting a helping hand to the locals. Drabanian interlands are home to many treasure hunters. There's a dangerous line of work, and they often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with their representative, Midnight Dew, she will be able to direct you to our fellows who may require assistance. You're familiar with this Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. He's with you, I take it. Something he can help you with? Oh, you want to help us? Aye, well, it's true enough. Wanting to make quick coin, there's some as bite of more than they can chew. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return, and I had mind to go and look for them. You could take care of it in my stead? Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about of late. I'm hoping your friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I'd say, but we're more like family. Family looks after family. Aye, that they do. Watch yourselves out there, huh? And thanks again. Think that by subjecting me to the procedure, Gildevain gave me the ability to wield sage magic, power to heal and to harm. I will repay his gift by doing just that. His death, his victims will finally be able to move on. But those are thoughts for another day. Let us be off and see if we can find the hunters and any fiends that may be stalking them. Thank you. I thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. Oh, how wrong I was. I owe my life, and you can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who will listen. Very well. Glad we could help her, spare her family the sorrow. Come, let us continue. Verbal wound. This is no time for training. I'll take care of it. Are you alright? What? I'm alive? How? Was it you? Yes, well, you were in a bad way, and I... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. My wife, she's with child, our firstborn. I wanted to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family. But in my haste, I got reckless. Took on jobs that were beyond me. Thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. I won't squander the future you've given us. My thanks again, and the 12 bless you. He's got a lot to live for, doesn't he? No, I used to dream about a future I knew I'd never see. About overcoming my illness and protecting the forest as a wood warder, as is the duty of Yera men. I wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe and my master. I allowed myself to hope when I went with Gildevain, till the dream died once and for all in his laboratory, alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambition. For the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then, I have been bent upon revenge, save that there was no purpose for my sage's power. But since meeting you and Laura, I feel as though I am beginning to understand why this soul crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There is a warmth in that, and a purpose. I won't fall again, not when my friends, my family, need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose and no other will I use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. Soon we must confront Gildevain, where to triumph. We must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me? Yes, and I'll protect you too. I'll do the best a fool can. Pour la protéger. Yeah, I'm counting on you. So see to it you keep up. You keep up. Well, I believe that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Shire. Hopefully, Lala's allies have made progress. Serait-tu merveilleux si ça finissait la quête direct là? Oui! On va pouvoir faire la dernière. Almost done. On va aller se coucher après. Les animés, puis aller se coucher. On va aller écouter des animés, jouer à Genshin, puis après ça va aller se coucher. Compliqué la vie d'un gamer. Ho! Hey, Bo! Thanks for the raid. And I forgot you were doing Ultimate tonight too, huh? I didn't tune in on your channel, sorry. You're both back, good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildavein. News, heyo! Doing Sage job quest, in case you don't want to be spoiled. Probably haven't done them yet, have you? Or, well, 70. I'm not sure if you are leveling a Sage yet. First of all, we locate the villain. Mine's still 70. We locate the villain. With the aid of a fellow operative, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravanian Forelands. This is where he has made his base, in Old Smaud and Ansel. Two are alive, but more than that, we could not ascertain. Hold on, my friends, we're coming to save you. We also learn more about Gildavein himself from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the studium, Gildavein completed his further studies in various fields, somnotics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he was made professor of the faculty, and it was there that he met his wife, a fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. But one day she fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly, and she passed away not a week later? Damn. That was fast. Gildavein was not the same man after that. Whatever tragedy he has known, I can muster no sympathy for him. Nor would you if you had seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildavein. So it seems. Whatever reason he may have had, he cannot be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. That being said, we cannot storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of somnotics makes him a dangerous opponent, and we must be amply prepared. To that end, I have been working on a countermeasure, but it will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I must ask for your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Bao and Ansel, it will be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process, so please believe in me. What chillin'? Alright, I'll wait, and when all is ready, we'll go and rescue Bao and Ansel. That we will do. It will be funny if I get to level 90 before I even start the role quest, but I don't think it will happen. Missing 900,000 experience points. To my shame, I collapse while treating the child. I not recall ever seeing my husband so distressed. C'est le diary de la femme de Gildavein. It's the diary of the wife we were just talking about that died in a week. Touched though I am, I'd rather that he didn't fuss over me. He knows my prognosis. As sages, it is our duty to fight for the future of all lives. Soon, I will no longer be able to fight this fight, but it is my hope that someone will carry on in my stead. To that end, I, Atia, will pour myself into this soul crystal. My love, in case this is my last chance, I want you to know that I'm glad I met you. You made me the happiest woman, and even shall I be reborn. Rest of the page has been torn away. What? Oh! Basti in the first enrage point. Nice. That's some great progress. Saying level 80. Life ephemeral catheter. Provisions complete. Lala stands ready to bring the reckoning to Gildivane. My apologies for the wait. The countermeasure is ready. As it is quite delicate, however, I will hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Good. Let us make for Gildivane's lair at once. Has there been further word on Bao and Ansel? My fellow operative reports that your friends are still alive. Together we will ensure that they remain so. Thank you, thank you. Though to me, they are more than just friends. They are family. Yep, yep. This nation lies in the northeast of the Dravanian Forests, where the Som'ol foothills meet the 100 Throws. The cave entrance is just west of the springs. Understood. I'll go on ahead to scout out the area. There's some stuff to figure out there for sure, Bo. Of course, I won't tell you anything right away, but... Are you going to look at what other people are doing on mechanics that you already passed to see if there's some better way to get through them the next time, or you're sticking to your own ways till the end? I guess I'll just click there and go here. Yeah, until you have an answer, I won't tell you how we're dealing with it, but at some point, if it comes on the subject and you're sure it's fine, you won't get yelled at because you looked at other people do it. We can go over it. I'm not sure if it's really a PF strat. I think it's part of it, but we may have adapted it. I mean, there's not a million possibilities how to handle that first phase. It's harder to deal with than I thought it would be. Just it's doable, but get something a little more geared in. That's a hard one, but I'm pretty sure you probably should if you can. Unless you burst all the way your opener on one of the enemies, and then after your buffs are done, then you dot the other one. But reapplying it might be a little overdoing it. That's just an near rank, isn't it? It's not an S rank. Seal. Now it's time to finish this quest. I don't think there's, well, me Oro is using some pots, but there no one else is in the group. Pretty sure. Yikes. Well, you still made the DPS check even with using those pots, so they may not be needed. Alright, let's finish this. This is it, Yukaze. Kill the Veins lair. Remember, our chief concern is Baho and Encel's safety. As for the countermeasure, it's a set of garments imbued with a special enhancement to shield you from Gillivan's influence. Should the worst come to the worst, it will keep you safe and our hopes alive. As I mentioned, they are rather delicate, but I guarantee that they will last you this one battle. When you are ready to sally forth, I will have you change into them. Really? Some of your gear will be clambered. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Okay. Alright. You'll miss the battle, but alright. Are you ready? Yes, I am ready. Ooh. Wow. Oh, Ansel. What have you done to them, you bastard? Why such anger? And you should instead feel joy for your friends. They have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost. An unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. This is unavoidable. But you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen. I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster! How many lives have you been lost and torn apart as your twisted whims? You play the part of the indignant moralist well. Pity. As a fellow Charlean, I held out hope that you, at least, will come to appreciate my vision. Alice, you are as short-sighted as the rest. No matter, can yet serve a purpose, as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all the elements are present for the test of strength. Oh, Ansel, keys these self-righteous fools. Grrr. Hold on, my friends, we'll save you. It should be possible to break Gillivan's control. Just need to find an opening. As for you, I will thank you never to call me a fellow Charlean. It sickens me to think that you are a compatriot. My, the animosity is formidable. I had best make myself scarce. Invisibility. Let us begin with you, Ansel. Or better. Okay. Damn it, they're not in their right minds. Now we have no choice but to subdue them. Wake up, Ansel, please. I know how to deal with this. Will you may have your turn. Lightning gathers. We must head off.